You know what's so funny? I didn't realize this when I first read this, but then I realized that the top says swipe left when it should be swiping right. Anyway, with that being said though, as you can see here, it has come out to say that this first and foremost is a spoiler. Spoiler, no tea is safe when it comes to Djibouti. But as you can see, Corona 24 ends. Now, with that being said, in an interview with Icelandic publication, Ingi discussed his experience on American reality TV show 90 Day Fiancé the other way, which he joined, had a joke with his girlfriend Corona. The couple who had been dating long distance were filmed in Iceland by a large American crew. Ingi, who was instantly reluctant, used his improv skills to enhance scenes and found the experience both challenging and amusing, despite the show's attempts to create drama around Corona's skin color and their relationship. Ultimately, the relationship didn't last, and Corona returned to the US to continue her studies in midwifery. Ingi is looking forward to watching the show and plans to host a premiere party reflecting on the memorable and out of his comfort zone adventure. And I will tell you this now, though, this makes a lot of sense, because I remember before I have been told that oh no, my bad, I'm on the wrong one. I have been told that they try to run the same narrative around skin color with another cast member in the past. So to be fair, am I surprised by what I'm reading here? Absolutely not. Do I believe what I'm reading here? Absolutely yes. And it is quite crazy how they want to create this narrative that doesn't exist. Listen. I myself have been to Iceland myself. And when I was in Iceland, no one had an issue with me. It's as if I didn't even exist, you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, I did come across some other black brothers as well, you know what I'm saying? So really and truly, I don't know why they wanted to run that narrative. Oh yes, I know why. Because sometimes on American TV, when they film things abroad, they try and make other countries seem as if they have these issues that don't actually necessarily exist. For example, when they go to an African country, they're predominantly going to film a more poor era than a more wealthy era. If they go to a Dominican country or just a South American country, they're more likely to film to a more poor looking area than they are going to film to a more wealthy area, if you dig what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And then also on top of that, there's so many other things that they do, even when it comes to Thailand, you name it, they do it. Because at the end of the day, there are some people in the States who believe that making the rest of the world look less than is what makes them better than everybody else. When in reality, we are all simply human beings living in different countries with the same goals of just trying to do the best we can to have a freaking life with the tools that we have in front of us. And if some, and then there's some of us that are slightly more creative who will go up and beyond to even get out of the areas that we're in, so we can explore the rest of the world and recognize that, guess what? No matter where you are in the world, everybody is simply the same thing, and that is a human being. And despite the aesthetic look of countries, yeah, some countries may look a bit more futuristic. Some countries may look like as if they're maybe behind in time. But who's to say that the people in those areas that are futuristic like that? But who's to say the people that are in areas that are less futuristic don't like that? You know what I'm saying? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of people nowadays running away from first world countries such as the UK, the States, Canada, and they are now moving to other countries that have always been portrayed as less than. Which obviously tells you the people that do travel recognize that these countries really and truly aren't less than, if you dig what I'm saying. With that being said though, now that I've said that, and trust me when I tell you that was not a rant, that was me just speaking my truth regarding the fact that TLC believe that it is okay, or Sharp Entertainment think it's okay to run narratives that don't even exist, or to make some areas look worse than what they really are, when really they're not even that bad. Every place in this world has a good and has a bad, whether that's a city, whether that's a state, whether that's a council, whether that is wherever. Nonetheless though, I just want to go back a little bit though. I love the part where he said he uses his improv skills to enhance scenes to experience both challenging and amusing. That, now with that being said, that I'm looking forward to seeing how this season really does, obviously plan out. Because of course, I hope that despite the improv skills, that there are some parts that I can sit there and say, you know what, this stuff makes sense. It's related with other people, so therefore I can still give you guys my opinion. But as you know, my opinions that I give you aren't necessarily based on the fact that I genuinely believe that the storylines are freaking real. It's more because storylines that we are exposed to have elements that are relatable to all of us in our own lives, and obviously I give my advice based on that, or should I say my opinion. But either way though, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Are you surprised? Are you surprised by what I just read to you right now? And also, based on everything that I just said too, let me know what you think about that. Some of you may agree with what I said, some of you may not, or some of you may be like, okay, I get that, but let's just tweak this little bit, or let me add this in there that does. So please get that into the comment section, because I love conversations like these, because they help open up my mind as well as hopefully open up your minds too. Okay, especially when I spoke about American food recently, really enjoyed the comment section in that one. People were really giving me their own opinions on their experiences with food in America and XYZ. And I really enjoyed that, because I learned a few new things that I wasn't aware of before. Because we are only exposed to what we are exposed to. And this is why we have a comment section, so we can all come together and expose ourselves to new insights. So whether we agree with them or disagree with them, it's nice to read something different. But with that being said though, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions, and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.